Let me ask you, in your statement, you also say your members should not sign on to the delegation program.
That is what the forum
has advised that don't sign on.
Because we think the petition will be successful.
Okay. But what is the flip side if you don't sign on? Because there's a subtle, there's another document that has been issued today. If you read out, and I joined one of the banks, they did a briefing of their customers who had bought bonds. I mean, I'm not a customer of them, but I just wanted to get education. You have this subtle feeling you get when I was in a briefing that there's a subtle threat in there that if you don't sign on, in fact, there's one suggestion that even the current bonds that we're holding may be delisted completely.
You can't do that.
So what is the downside to it?
If we don't accept this is an invitation to treat. That's what the government is making. It is we, the bondholders, who will make the offer to government for government to accept. So if you invite somebody to make an offer, the offer has not even been made. The offer will come from investors in government bonds to the government for government to accept or reject. If we don't even if the government was making the offer for you to do the exchange, and you don't accept the offer, you don't have a problem. You will still have your old bonds to keep.
But there's a deadline, so
that's what I'm saying. If
yesterday when we spoke to people who are afraid that if I don't sign on before, and the banks are deliberately calling to say, do it by this date, that something may happen to you post Monday.
Yes.
Exactly. Is that fear founded?
Well, if you look at the document, it's like, I may not be able to pay you if you don't exchange. I may not be able to pay you. So the caveat is there. I may not be able to pay you. That's why I'm advising you to accept the new one. But nevertheless, if you decide not to pay, not to accept, you keep your old bond, and its covenant and terms will always be there. But if the time comes for the payment of the coupon, or the maturity period comes and the government has to give you back your money, the government has indicated that there's a likelihood that I will not be able to pay. And if I am not able to pay, going through the legal process to get the money will also be a challenge. That is the meaning of that aspect that the government has.
And explain this immunity thing. Can you really sue the government? Because you are the expert in this area.
You can sue, but you can get, if you have a good case, you win. Except that attaching, the government's assets is a problem. So if you have a case and you have won, and you are not able to get, if I'm an individual, you can just, if you see a car somewhere, you can just come and pick it up, But the government, the sovereign has that immunity. In the new issue, that is where they say they will lift that immunity.
To sue, so you can sue.
You can sue and get whatever. But there's still a clause which is not complete waiver of all 100% immunity waiver, no. But the point is that
with the immunity, with that, you can go and sue them, win your case, but you won't get anything.
Yes. Which is what it is.
If you don't exchange, you still have your bonds. But the thing is that the government is likely to default. And if the government defaults on the bonds that you had not tendered in for exchange, then your only option is to go to court and sue for your funds. And that's what the challenge will be.